Hello, good morning. This is Wake Up Nigeria. Daddy Chris, the old man, is here again. I'm here today to talk to you and share with you what the newspapers of Nigeria are saying. My girl Mary is right there in Abuja studio, and we're going to expand in the coming days. I am dedicated to make Nigeria beautiful, and I'm dedicated to bring what is happening to the rest of the world. And so shall it be with other nations as we move along, but we're starting with Nigeria. Today, Nigeria just celebrated 64 years old. My question has always been this. What next? After all that grandiose celebration, I have to give Nigerians credit. Listen, I was watching Nigerians on the streets of Canada. It's amazing. It's like we Nigerians in UK were not even that patriotic. Canada was an explosion. I'm sure they did their own in the US, but that of Canada was unique. And I saw a photo shoot by a girl in the UK, Mamma Mia, and so on. This is a great nation. The green, white, green is an amazing brand, and we need to respect it, but we need to grow it. Now, my question is, after all this celebration, what happened next? The same thing I asked. After all the elections, what happened next? It looks as if once we talk, we don't, you see, maybe I should use the Bible. The Bible says faith without work is meaningless. Faith without work is meaningless. At a point in time, I sit down to myself and I said, how can a country so blessed with so much intellectuals be having all these challenges? I come to realize that we don't have shortages of human resources. Everywhere you meet Nigeria, they told you they're talented, they're sitting and they're doing well. Fact, there's no story. We are doing well in all facets of life. But why are we where we are? That's the question. And it is not true that we are not aware of our challenges. We know, and every Nigerian I have spoken to actually have a solution to the Nigerian state. But nothing is happening, and that is my shock. We all know we know where we are. We don't want to be where we are. We know where we want to be. Some of us, actually, 99% of Nigerians know what to do to get there, but we are not there. And I keep asking myself, why? So that is the issue I want us to look at as a people today. We know where we want to be. We all want to be there, but we are not there. Ask yourself why. And that is today's topic. Why are we not where we are? Is it because we don't have the people to be there? We don't have the resources to be there? Or we don't know? But why are we not there? And I'm going to use only two instances as an example. We just finished celebration. What happened next? That's where we are. We just had an election. What happened next? That's where we are today. So we're going to look at that critically. But I'm going to share the thought with my little human woman, the most powerful woman in the world right now. Mary is here, right here in the studio. When I tell her certain things she don't like, she just blow at me. But right now, I think I can still oppress her. Mary. Good morning. The young guy just said, don't go and disgrace me on live television. So I will not go there. I will not disgrace you on live television. So Mary, good morning first. Morning. So Abuja is what it is. Every time we come here, Mary, we talk about the problem of the Nigerian state. It looks as if we know what our problems are. And we know where we want to go, Mary. And we are not there. And I slept tonight and I was asking myself, how could that be happening? It's like an educated man being hungry. You say you are educated, you are intellectual, you are talented, and you are hungry.
But education does not give food.
No, but Mary, an educated man is supposed to be somebody that can think well. And if you can think well, your job is to convert your thinking to money. Maybe if I am educated and I know that if I do this job, it's not giving me money, I can think loud. I can see things around me. That's what education is. Meaning I can now think of how I'm going to take one and do or offer services that will give me money. I am not supposed to be hungry.
You're right. That's true.
So,
That's true.
and exactly what we see with the Nigerian state. We know where we want to be. We are tired of where we are. We want to be there. We are aware. We know how to get there. That's the problem with the Nigerian one. We know how to get there, but we are not there. You know why I think about this, Mary? We just had an election in Edo State. You see how old people, everybody galvanized. We were on the street. We want a governor of our own, right? They came out to vote.
Sometimes it just looks as if everyone has an idea, right? Some people, their voice are not being heard. Some their voice are being heard, but nothing is being done. And if you can actually agree with me, like when Tinubu was not the president, he was outside there giving ideas to the president. Then
Yes.
he was giving ideas of things they should do to better the country and all of that. So this is what they do. Just what Atiku is doing right now, and Peter Obi. That's why I say you can't really trust these people to know what they will do when they get to that place. Because I know fully well that when Tinubu was not the president, he was always giving ideas, always giving advice, always coming for
Do
the
you
people.
think Tinubu is an evil man? He's not an evil man.
But what I'm saying is, why is it that when they get there, it's a different thing you see? But outside, they have a whole lot of ideas to give. That is what we are
maybe
right
like
now.
us too.
Almost
Maybe.
everyone you've spoken to, where I'm going to is, he said, almost everyone you've spoken to, right, have ideas. I'm giving you ideas to Nigerians' problems or Nigerian problems. Even same people that are giving you ideas, don't be surprised that when they're there, they will not be able to do anything.
But Mary, is it true that Mary, the last time I came on the show and I said, you don't need to be there to change Nigeria. That's the problem I have. You understand? And anybody coming on my show, those politicians coming on my show, saying I will do this, I will do that, and I ask them, what are you doing now? I'm going to bring Peter in. Peter is the kind, I supported Peter throughout the last election. So anybody I'm talking bad about Peter is a stupid person in my book. Because I have always spoken well about Peter. But the question I ask is this. Must Peter become president to make a change? So now that you are not president, you cannot do anything. So all the ideas you have, it's only government money you're going to use to do it. You don't need government money. You don't need to be in Aso Rock to do it. You have the people behind you. So not winning an election is not enough for you not to act. Mary, when Peter was running for the campaign, all of us were supporting him.
Okay, let's say
he has a lot of followers.
For Nigerians to change or to actually bring the solutions to Nigerian problem, people should stop talking, people should stop lamenting and start working, right? Because if Peter Obi keep saying Tinubu is not doing this, the vice president they're not doing this to actually change the situation of the country, or why did he buy a private jet instead of when people are suffering in a time of hardship like
but they are right. They are right.
Yes, they are. So in a nutshell, let's just say they should start working in their own part, right? They should start working in their own end.
They should start doing their own bit. You understand?
Because when you talk, they see you as if you just intentionally want to criticize them. They don't take the correction. They don't take the advice. They
maybe I probably maybe I will stop talking and I'll start doing my own. If I were to be Peter Obi, I'll stop criticizing Tinubu. I'll start doing something differently that put Tinubu to a shame. You can give Tinubu a run for his money by saying, now those of you that voted for me, all of you that followed me, all of you that believe in my dream, thank God I didn't give you money. Now this is what we're going to do. We're not going to wait for them to allow the country to sink. We're going to do something better. This is what we're going to do. We're going to start growing the Nigerian state on our own. Without the state apparatus, those people that are following me, we're going to make our life better. We're going to make changes because what I can see in Nigeria, there's a big market. There's a lot of resources that we need to tap upon. We're going to do it in another way. We're going to set up in any way that we can do it. Peter Obi will raise billions. Billions more than the Nigerian state. What the Nigerian state is making is poor money from oil. If Peter come up with what I'm saying, Peter will raise more money than the Nigerian state. And this state, maybe I wake up one day and I said to my people, the Robo Nation, that we need to come together and create our own nation. If Nigeria is failing, we don't have to fail. If the state is not working, we don't have to fail. We can grow ourselves. It was hard. I had no political structure. I was not in Nigeria. But I know the number of people that were following me. Maybe I failed. I failed the people. It's not the people that failed me because I could not. I lost the passion to push on. And you know what I did, Mary? I created something called Urobo Commonwealth. Now, I want Peter to listen to this. I call it Urobo Commonwealth. You know what that Commonwealth is? I call it a platform where Urobo people will invest their money and make money for themselves. Listen to this, baby. You understand? You create this platform where if you are a Urobo man, go and invest 20 pounds. That 20 pounds will be put into a joint business by all Urobo people. You understand? I will use it to make money and at the end, we are sharing profit among those of us who put in money.
Okay, that has shares, right?
That has shares in it. And I will not run it. It will be run by us for the good of us. And we're going to succeed without the government.
So in it's not like you're the only one even gaining in the business. Everyone is gaining in the business.
I'm not even the owner of the business. They asked me to own it. I refuse. It's not my business. The business is for us, owned by us, for us. And maybe when I came up with that, everybody was sad. Then one idiot from my place just came and pissed me off. I'm very emotional. And I walk away. You understand? And that is how I disappointed all the people that followed me. Because some of them speak this big grammar and they don't know what they're doing. And I just said, well, you know what? I'm not interested because I'm not even dragging anything. Maybe because I was not looking for money. I wasn't looking for my personal gain. I walk away. I was just saying, okay, if this is what you guys do, I still give you the idea. What did they do? They did nothing with it. Now, that is an example of somebody that can turn a nation. Maybe what I said now, you know who inspired me with that idea? It was not my own idea. It was the idea of the man called Marcus Garvey in the United States of America. Marcus Garvey got to the US years ago, and he saw that the black people were scattered all over the places. For them to buy food, if they want to go to the shop to buy food with your money or to buy something in the grocery, you know what they do? The white man will not even want to touch your skin. You will drop the money for him. He will take the money. But he said you are dirty. But he collects the money. That's America. The America we're talking of today. Black people were treated like shit. You know what Marcus Garvey did? He didn't follow the routine of all the people fighting for equal rights, fighting for rights of black people. He said, I'm going to do something. We're going to come together and we're going to grow our own economy. He said, never again will a black man go and buy something from the white man's shop. He now created a shop with their own money, with black people's money. They created shops that from that day they were buying from themselves. You know how much Marcus Garvey raised for black people? He bought a sheep. You know, like Marcus Garvey was not just somebody very money mismanager like me. You understand? But he was so successful that the man bought sheep. Go and read it. It's the Black Sea Line. That's how much you can raise. Peter Obi would have done better. Well, I have a guest with us today to actually look at the social-political challenges in Nigeria. Nigeria was 64 years old, and I said I cannot handle this myself. I was going to go the way I'm going, and I'm going to share this big idea with a sociologist. He's more than qualified. I'm talking of Professor Bala Saleh. He's going to introduce himself proper when he gets on the show. You know that the Chris is not a good introducer because these men are too big. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, I am in the presence of greatness. I have Professor. Let's make it very clear so you can read it. He's Professor Saleh Dawakin Tofa. Prof, I know I'm going to unmute yourself, sir.
Unmute yourself.
Yes. Try and unmute yourself, Professor. Professor, unmute yourself first. No, Professor, we can't hear you because now we can't hear you, Professor.
I think he doesn't know that his mic is muted.
Prof, your mic is mute. Unmute yourself, Professor.
Okay, he has.
I said I'm done.
Aha. Oh. No, Prof, unmute yourself again. We can't hear you, Professor.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Perfect now.
You can hear me now.
We can hear you loud and clear now. Professor
Thank you very much.
Tofa. Yes, sir.
For having me. Professor Balasale Doakintopa,
Okay.
a sociologist.
Yes. The very right person to have on the show this morning. We don't have problem. Let me put it this way, Professor. I believe Nigeria don't have a problem.
Yes.
We don't have a problem because God, we have everything. Our problem is a social problem. It's not the social become economical. That's why a sociologist is the right person to look at our psychic and ask us, what are we doing to ourselves? We have everything, Professor. God gave us everything, but we're not getting to where we want to be, and we know where we want to be. Why is it so?
Well, first of all, I must say all the opinion I'm going to express
okay.
Opinions. So whether it hurts or it pleases, pardon me. Well, I want to disagree with you that we don't have problem. We have a bunch of problems in Nigeria. From
really?
social problem.
Now, you know how frustrating when we come on this show and we have a guest who can give us what we need, and this network is frustrating me. I wish I'm going to learn a way to provide this. Unfortunately, I cannot go around the whole world and get my guests with the right tools, but hey, that's what we have to deal with. Professor, it's good. We're going to manage around Professor and try to see. It's a network issue. We're going to be patient and hopefully get the best with Professor this morning. Well, as you can see, we already differ in opinion. Professor believes that we have lot of social problems. I don't think we have a problem because we know what we want. We know where we want to be. And we know we can get there, but we're not there. That's the thing I'm asking. When a man is in that situation, that man doesn't have a problem. The problem is not him. And Mary, it's like, I always say, I'm gonna go use that example again. If not, you don't marry a new wife. The wife fine, it's beautiful. You just need to sleep with her, make it get belly. You say, make God can't give her belly for you. Now Mary she be, now Mary day you marry, you know say you marry. Other than they marry. Every other Mary, for her to give you picky, you go touch her. No, what I'm trying to say is there is no problem in Nigeria because God gave us everything. It would have been a challenge if we didn't have what we need to succeed. We have all the intellectuals to succeed, Mary. All. Look at Peter, came out from the same Nigeria. And the world was amazed. The woman running the World Bank at the moment, we're talking of our own sister, Angela. She's a Nigerian. Do you know how many Nigerians that are running affairs around the world? There's a guy that came here and he was naming them. My mouth was just open. This is the country we are talking about. We do not have a problem. Our problem is us. And that is what I want to talk about today. How can we know where we want to be? Have the money or the resources? Okay, I'm going to put it this way. I want to go to Lagos. I know I want to be in Lagos. I have money to pay my flight ticket to Lagos. I am not in Lagos. Does it make sense, Mary?
Okay. You want to go to Lagos.
Yes.
You have the money to go to Lagos.
Yes.
But you are not in Lagos. It
Yes.
means you are procrastinating now. So it does not make sense. You have to act.
That is the language. Mary has given us the word today. We are procrastinating. I couldn't get a better word than this. You know why I know, Mary? And this is my argument. I'm not going to drag it from where I challenge the politician, but let's look at us. Last time we came out that we want to vote a good leader. After voting the good leader, the essence of voting a good leader is to get what?
Results, good results.
Good governance. All right? And but voting the leader is not enough to get good governance. We now know that to get a good governance, we need to help the leader to succeed. See, this is the state we find ourselves. Nigerians were procrastinating. We procrastinate, and it's difficult to use the right word here. Procrastinating might just mean nothing to you right now, but look at the context I'm looking at it. We vote because we want to have good governance. Only voting is not going to give us good governance. For us to get good governance, we need to help the leader, fight with him, agree with him, support him, disagree with him, so all of us will get to the promised land. It is not his job alone to get to the promised land. So when you go and vote and you think your job is done, you failed. You are procrastinating.
I just noticed something. Nigeria celebrated their independence on the 1st. Nigeria 64. It was obvious that a lot of people were not celebrating that day. The anger was so obvious. Like when I even had to go, okay, let's just make like a video wishing Nigeria happy independence. I could see the criticism, the complaints. And if you're enjoying the country, celebrate your independence now. I don't have any business with anything independence. I don't have any business with Nigeria. Okay, if you don't have any business with Nigeria, but you're still in Nigeria. You say if you're not feeling it now, continue to say that there's nothing to celebrate. The first time I'm seeing that people don't want to celebrate independence. I think same thing happened.
Well, that is in some part too. If you see the way people celebrated independence in Canada.
That's what I'm saying. That
Nigeria celebrated.
But at least a lot of people saying they will not celebrate independence. It's unlike the Nigeria.
But is that the solution? No, the problem, the mistake is, even my own take is we have celebrated, the time is come and gone. What happened next? You see, we don't. It's like you're going to say, today I'm going to church. So you just go to church, you go and sit down there and go back home. You don't pick the message from the church, or whatever they tell you in the church is not helping you, or you are not putting it to work. You've not gone to church. The reason you go to church is when they say something in the church, you will take what they say and use it to improve your life. If you've not done that, going to church is meaningless. Celebrating Nigeria at 64 is meaninless if being a 64 years old Nigeria means nothing to you. If you don't ask yourself, what can we do with 64 years old Nigeria? What are the things that we need to do to make the 64 years old better for us? This is what we need to do. Maybe we procrastinate if we don't do that. My submission to Nigeria today is that if we vote without helping the leaders or fighting the leaders and ensuring that the leaders do what we want, we are procrastinating. If we celebrate that, oh, Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that, and we don't follow it up, we are procrastinating. Yes. What we need to do today, that's why I asked a question. What we need to do is to make sure whoever is in power feel the wrath of us, or feel the support of us when he's doing the right thing. And when he's doing the right thing, that we are out there saying no. Not tomorrow. We're not waiting for election. We want it now. Why should we wait for election? Why are we waiting for election to tell them we are not taking this? Why are we waiting for election to tell people in the House of Assembly that this policy is not going to work? Why? Who said so? We can come out, we can correct them, we can support them, we can disagree with them. That's why they said it's the government of the people, by the people, for the people.
And for the people, that's true.
But you see, by the time only a few idiots there, sorry, you guys are not really idiots, you are our leaders. By the time those of you there are the one doing what you want, you can't even blame them. Once Nigeria finish voting, we go home. And all you see is Irene passing you your own money.
You won't really blame them. Why will somebody that is hungry do? Hungry man, hungry woman. What do you think they can do?
In fact, perhaps a hungry man should be more angry. If you are angry, why are you directing your anger to? So you know your money. Maybe this is what I said though. I am in the situation in London at the moment.
We are meant to expect too much from these leaders. And by so doing, because that's why they say expectation, right? Is really, really bad because you are wired to that system of you expecting these people to do this for you. If you aren't getting the results, you start to have problems. So naturally,
maybe, but the result is you're right. Maybe when you say expecting too much, that is the wrong word. This is your own money. See the Nigerian money as your own. It's not that. It's not the money that
is actually affecting us in every aspect, right? Now nobody wants to do anything because we feel like the government aren't doing enough. On the other part, I would say that the government still have a major role to play. They have a lot of roles to play.
I agree.
That okay, we can actually make out something for ourselves and be better. It is not.
Maybe I'm giving a way to fight the government. That is another part B of my discussion. The first thing we need to admit, or we need to understand, we need to put in our subconsciousness is that money Tinubu is using is not his money. That money is our money. So when you ask your governor for money, it's not his money, it's our money. And don't ask of it individually, ask of it as our own money. You see, you are failing if I go to Tinubu and say, give me the money. But if I say to Tinubu, give us our money, Tinubu have no say. Because the money is our money. It's not his money. It's not my money. It's our money. And until we can to understand that Tinubu is not the owner of the money, your governor is not the owner of the money, that the money is for us, me and you, we have a problem. We need to understand that. And once that is clear, Mary, you know what we do? We fly. Because by the time somebody is misusing your money, you will ask questions. By the time somebody is doing something good with your money, you'll be happy with him and you will support him. Knowing that if Tinubu do a good investment and the profit comes, independent of who is there, who is better of whether Hausa man, Yoruba man, Igbo man, now be president. If he does the money well and the good thing is coming to the country, the money is our own. It's not his own. And if he's misusing it, it's our money he's misusing. We say no and we say yes when he's doing the right thing. This is part of our job as a people. We don't do that. All we can do is cry, procrastinate, like Mary Riley said, fight innocent fight that we know nothing about, and sometimes we just cry. We get angry. Angry for what? Who are you angry with? Your money is with somebody. You are angry. Angry. Is that a way to fight?
We anger.
Give me my money. It's my money. What I'm saying is Nigerians should demand on a daily basis good governance. I'm not saying at the end of the 4 years. Every day of our life, we must watch what the government is doing with our money. We must ask them what they're doing with our money. If they are doing the right thing, we must support them. If they are doing the wrong thing, we must say no to it. That is when we do our job. Only then we stop procrastinating. And Mary, let's talk about how do we say no to government doing something bad. That is the part 2 of my discussion. But first and for all, is Nigerians should admit that we are procrastinating today. We are procrastinating because we only make noise during the election. We don't make noise after the election. We only make noise yesterday, Nigeria is 64. We don't continue the celebration after that 64. What does it mean? What does independence of Nigerian state mean to you? So you are like someone that goes to church and you don't know what they're doing in church. Are you not wasting your time? If I would say I'm going to church at my age, maybe I will not do that. Because if I go to church, I'm going to pray. If I go to church, I want to listen to what the man is going to say. If I don't agree, I walk away. If I agree, I listen. I am that type in church. Oh. Many have been in church and they talk about Gentiles. And I said, I'm not a Gentile. I left. That is a decrease. Oh. I was in the church and the pastor was talking, no, we the Gentiles. Now you be Gentile. God did not create me inferior to any human being. If you are a Gentile, that is for you. That portion in the Bible, I deny it. Is some people proving they are superior to the other. The God that created me never created me a Gentile. Now you know me to be Gentile for your book. I'm not a Gentile. Quote me. I walk away. So if I'm in your church.
You went to a church to go and argue. Hey.
No. You never know.
That.
There was a day I was in this church here. Now this guy carry me go there. I don't know whether I want marry. Now Nigeria did that time. I don't know. They say this man is a stupid man. We go there, they do all the good things. The guy was preaching how to collect money. He don't preach. I'm ready to even do offering. No. But the way the guy they preach, you know what I do? My girlfriend Kukuno, I just carry my Bible. I don't know, you go follow me or not. If they look me. I waka go the front of the altar, pass the man for front as the priest waka come up. Make you know say na protest. Now the protest man be this, I don't go.
Hey, in church.
Because you are not, you see, as soon as
Okay,
God
for example, you own your own church as a pastor and the member comes and behave that way, how will you feel?
Maybe because I will not do that. The church will not be my church. It will be the church of the people. And I will be working for the people. So there will be no reason why I'll be telling them making money out of them. I won't do it. When see, maybe I walk away from Robo Television, that project I gave to my own people because I know if they had done it, maybe they, I told them here. Let me tell you one thing I did. When I invest, sometimes people go invest this old man, stupid man that the Christ. I said, but listen to me before you came in. A few days before, if Urobo people in London, you know what we're trying to do now? I shouldn't be bringing this on national television like that. We want to buy Urobo house. You understand? So a place where Urobo people will gather, when they come to London, you can go there and stay. If anything you want to do, you'll see it's our house in London. Great idea, right? And I was saying, oh, wow, what a wonderful idea. I love it. But I asked myself, that idea, why is it not an initiative for every Robo's sons and daughters in London to have a house? Now they are struggling to raise the money to buy the house. Mary, let me tell you one thing here. Everybody in the UK, may I describe the system for you? For you to get a house in London, or else you keep paying rent, is you need to take your own mortgage. Meaning if you are working, you work for some months. If you want to buy a house, you don't need to have all the money to buy the house. You go to your bank, they will loan you the money. That's what it's called the mortgage. You'll be able to have the house, and every month you pay for the house. And even if you are clever, sometimes you can put it on rent, and the rent will be paying for your mortgage. So that's why some people make money just by buying house and renting it out. Buying house and renting it out. It's a very good business in London. And I said to myself, every Roboman in this country is struggling to buy a house. Not because you need to have the whole money to buy once, but you don't have the resources to get maybe the first 10%. If the house is £400,000, you need to raise the first 40,000. And even if you have that 40,000, you might not have the credit rating from the bank to give you that loan.
So what is the 10%?
And the 10% is small. If it's 400,000, you need to have 40,000. You pay that one first, and then the bank will help you to buy the house, and you pay for about 20 years for the house to become your own. So it's not a rush. You'll be paying maybe 500, 600 pounds every month. Yes. But that your life is steady. You have your own house. If you go and rent that same house, you'll be paying about 1,000 something, 1,400 or 5. But if you buy the house, you probably pay 600. It's your own house. That's your mortgage. So it's a good thing if you can go into mortgage. I'm describing something in the UK, and I said to myself, God, if I am the president of Robo Nation, I'm going to tell all Robo people that is in my platform. All of you will have a house in the next 4 years. And all of you will say yes to it and say amen to it. And this, I'm going to tell you how we're going to do it. Every month, you drop £100 into our purse. Our purse, not my purse. Our purse. This month, we will buy 3 houses for one Roboman. All right? Every other month, we buy another house because the man that we bought for will still be paying us our money. You understand? And then the pot will be growing. We'll buy 4 tomorrow, the next month. The next month, we'll buy 4. That place today would have been gathering of all the Robo people because the Robo man coming there know he's going to get a house. That is how you gather people for their own good. That is when you do something for the people, by the people, and for this, because the little challenge why you cannot have a house is because individually it's difficult for me. to raise my 40%, and to have the even if I have the 40%, I may not have the credit rating to get the bank to give me the loan. But we as an organization, we can easily get it. Because we're not one person. We have people. We have the crowd. We have the money. We have the credit rating to do that. So with that one, we can begin to fill our purse. Maybe every woman will be in that association today. And I say this to Peter. I keep telling Peter this. If Peter will tell us, those of us now, you know how many, if the best business in Nigeria today is real estate.
That's
real estate. And those people in diaspora, they want to have a house at home. People in Nigeria want to have a house. If Peter will say my job is housing, no Nigerian will live on the street. In the next 30 years, if you follow my scheme, there will be housing. Peter will turn Nigeria into a construction site today. The country will become a construction site under Peter Obi now because Peter have the crowd. I wish I have the crowd he has. Now, what you need to do is Peter would say, this is the scheme, people. Forget about your government. Let's leave Tinubu to do what he's doing. But this is what I'm going to do. Under my case, those people register with me, you'll be paying your small money. We will recognize all of you with your clear identity. I will even give you an identity card that is different from that of Nigeria. So that like this, my scheme can recognize you well. Today, everybody abroad that wants a house. I bought this house, you sell. You buy this one. So people abroad, you want to buy a house, follow your Peter Obi and get your own house at home today. Today, Mary, the money that will be in that wallet will be, you will not be able to count it. And that is how you rule. That's how you correct a government. You don't need to go and fight Tinubu. Tinubu, you are doing it. No, I'm going to do something that Tinubu will begin to run and look for me. Must I go and say Tinubu is stupid before I get Tinubu to set up? Only that scheme, Tinubu will be wondering, he knows he has lost the next election. Only this thing Peter will do. Tinubu has lost the next election. I'm telling you, Mary, he has lost. And like I said, I gave an example of even an airline. Peter cannot even go into housing. It doesn't cost Peter anything to go abroad and get 20 aircraft for Nigeria and call it Nigeria Airline. And he said to every Nigerian, you want to make money, put some money here. The profit of this airline is not run by me. It will be run openly by every one of us, and the profit go to every one of us. We will select qualified people among us to run it. And I'll be looking, and my office is to watch and make sure it is done well. Peter will sit down there and make the money for Nigerians anywhere in the world. We will have airline today in Nigeria. Peter will be making money for Nigerians.
You know what that man said that day on the show? That when they had the Nigerian airline, it was even he that made me know why the airline stopped functioning.
They were giving tickets to people.
And you give
Yes.
free tickets.
Yes.
And the government will not pay. Is that how they behave?
Exactly. That's how. So it was not the business that was bad. It was the management that was bad.
And I know fully well that the government will definitely take advantage of it. Because they feel like they are the government, it is their own.
Can you see, have you been to Nigerian ministry and see how they behave? These are low-life people.
The same thing.
But no, but you see, Mary, this is the difference now. This is what Peter said he can manage. Show us that you can do this. So we are not looking for money. Mary,
Did Peter talk about it?
No, he did not. I'm only saying my own. But Mary, think about Peter said he can manage the country. So that's an example of management. What I'm saying now is if you want to fight somebody or you want to show you are different, you don't need to be president to be different. In fact, like what I said again, if Peter sit down with me, only 3 days, Tinubu go sit up. Not be me go tell her make he sit up. I'm coming, all Nigerians. That decrease is coming. You will see that decrease one day. And I'm going to turn things around. I bet you. I have what it takes. You know what is painful to me, Mary? This is my confusion today. We need airline in Nigeria. This is my take. Because the reason I know is this Peace Airline that came to London. We were all shouting. Nigerians were dancing. Because Peace Airline, run by an individual, got to London. They frustrated him. Mary, it's only one man. Imagine if this thing I'm saying now come together. So I know we need an airline. And I know we have money to buy the airline, the aircraft. We have the pilot. And if we have the aircraft, we'll make money. We are not doing it, Mary.
That's sad.
We are not doing it. And what are we doing? We are procrastinating. Mary, come to think of it, we know we have fertile land. We can farm and make money. Look at the small girl that was with us on the show a few days ago. The president, yeah, the lawyer girl. She could tell her what agriculture could be. We know. We are not thinking about it. We have money to farm. Mary, we are not farming. What are we doing? We are procrastinating. You know, when I talk things that Nigerians want to hear, everybody will say that, please, you're right. You're right. Hey, if Tinubu don't steal money, Tinubu don't do this. I'm going to give Tinubu run for his money by organizing something parallel to what Tinubu is doing. Let me tell you what Marcus Garvey did in America. They have to deport him from America. The man was running his own business. He was able to gather black people together in such a way that they are making so much money. It's not now. This is a poor man that came from Jamaica. He has able to organize black people together that he's making so much money, and then he has so much crowd. He even has his own army inside the United States. Let's say you go to prison. You understand? Do they send the FBI, they put him, and they got him in trouble. He was deported back to Jamaica. He died in England here, out of frustration. So, because he was a problem.
Somebody that wanted to change some system in the US.
Exactly.
For him, the thing is
so you think they're going to let you to change? So they want you to change the world?
Who is this
oh
person?
My God, Mary. If I come out to do that, I'm an enemy. Before Tinubu will even catch me, other people will help him to kill me.
That is it now, because they don't want you to come out of your shell. They don't want you
exactly. They don't want Nigeria to come out. You see, the enemy of the Nigerian state is you that is not listening to what I'm saying.
One of the reasons those people are actually acting that way, like maybe seeing the black skin like a dirty skin, is I feel like most of them.
Mary, this. Let me tell you this. It's not even about black skin. No. Black skin does not recognize money. Oyibo, we do business with you as long as you have money. When the white people were coming to Africa, they were dealing with our kings. So they were shaking hands with our king. They were doing business with our kings. The problem was money. They get slave, they pay, they give them shinap. There was business. It was not only the white people that just came, they go on the streets and they were kidnapping people and they put them in the ship. They foresee war. They had people they were working with. It was always business. So nobody hates your color. I always say money does not recognize the color of your skin. If you get money, any woman you want in the world, you will catch her. You don't get this color of his skin. If you get money, any man you want in this world, you go marry him. You don't get anything to do with the color of your skin. I said one thing that day. I said, now that Tinubu don't be president, Mary, if Tinubu say won't marry you today, if you say you not great, your whole village will disown you. Not be small thing. The whole village. They say, don't mind that again. Yeah. But that's what happened in the Bible. Esther was a tool to bless the children of Israel. Not be Mr. Satan, God. So we're talking big thing here. We in Nigeria can do what we need to change Nigeria today. You know what I say to people? That's why when this young girl came, I asked her, after this confab, Tinubu want to organize, what happened next? Confab is a great idea for young people. What are you people going to do after the confab? If you just go there to meet, drink coffee, maybe you now masturbate to yourself, there finish, you now go home. That is what we call procrastination. That meeting is nothing but a procrastination platform. Tony Blair call it a talking shop. You know what we call talking shop, Mary? He said, Tony Blair described the United Nations, say, if we don't do this, then we are talking shop. That's we just the talk. We're a shop, house where people just the talk.
I think Tinubu is really preparing for the next election. By all means. And now you need to win the heart of the youth.
That is his desperate. And that is his political weapon. But I say to the young people, But you can make advantage. You can take advantage of his weakness. The man knows he has a problem. His problem is you, the young people. So he's trying to get you at all costs. Why don't you take advantage of that? This body is going to form now. We're not going to just do it as a one-off. That's my prayer. That the young people will turn it into something permanent. We know the man is scared of us. The man wants to settle us. Now we are failing because we are doing things separately. Now we're going to have a voice in one block. This confab, we set up a union of people under a specific leadership that will work for us. Anytime the government is doing something, we become the watchdog of the government. That's what Nigeria needs. The intellectuals, the so-called lawyers in the country could not be watchdog to Nigeria anymore because they don't buy them over. The judiciary is not a watchdog to the Nigerian state. The police are now they're not even independent. Don't forget about them. So there is no force that is strong enough to fight the governor, to fight the president and say you are not doing the right thing. This union of young people, I pray that it's not a one-off. If it's a one-off, it's a talking shop. That it becomes an institution that will daily ask the government, you are not doing right, you are doing this. And how do you ask the government? This is what I just proved now. You don't fight him. That you can actually grow your wealth. If you know, say, agric is something that young people can do not wait for the government. Start creating initiatives that young people begin to go into farming. Within your body, government will be scared. They don't have choice but to give you your money because the money is not his money. The money with Tinubu is not his own. It's meant for you people. But do something, the money will come there. That's why I say Peter will be waiting for money to become president, to have money. No, Peter, you have money. Money is sitting on the street of Nigeria for you. Wait till come and pick it up. What does Peter need that he cannot get? Peter, God says something to you. Peter Obi, you read the Bible? Jesus said unto Peter, follow me and I will make you fishers of men. God has done that for you. He has made you fishers of men. You have men more than any church in Nigeria. Peter Obi is a brand. Me, I get a problem with her now. We can use that brand now into something great. Peter has men that will follow him today. And if you cannot convert that into a church and begin to build lives, not a Christian church, not a Muslim church, a church of the people, for the people, and by the people, Peter Obi have the capability to do so. These young people Tinubu is about to set up now, Peter have the capability to infiltrate them and work with them. See, because young people are waiting, their weapon. They need to act. That's why I say to young people, when you organize yourself, you survive, Peter will come. Tinubu will come. You know who will come again? Atiko will come. We will all come to work with you. Because you are the force. You are the fish. You are the fish that every man wants to fish. Every wise man will seek to fish these people first. If you want to win, if you want to be great, what do you try to get first, Mary? It's not money. Get the people. The money comes with the people.
That's true, because you put.
That's what God taught us.
You can't even put money first in everything.
First, when you get the people, then the money comes. That's what the Bible says. Follow me. Don't start to fish. When you follow me, you fishers of men, you will get men, and the men will fish for you. The young people are there to work for you, Peter. And even they will raise their small money and give to you. Can it be so difficult to run the problem of the Nigerian state? We don't have a problem. We procrastinate. And I pray that a time will come in the history of the country that we realize that there's no more time to procrastinate. It's very unfortunate that I cannot have Professor on the show today. I really want to look at the social political challenges in the country. It has dawned on me, Mary, that we don't have a problem as a country. We are blessed. And my prince said something that I take it a lot, and I respect that guy. He said the most complex things are made up of the most simplest things. So when they say things hard, Mary, ask yourself, what be the thing when make it hard? You find that it's so simple.
That's true.
If you read chemistry, those of children of chemistry will know. They say, what is a compound? A compound is made up of elements. Elements make up of atom. Atom is made up, you understand? Now small things that make up can become compound. If you want to disintegrate the compound, go back to the root and begin to solve it. You'll find that the compound will disintegrate. Now. So we do not have a problem, Nigeria. Perhaps our problem is not listening to God. And when some of them come to say we need to obey God, they don't understand what God is saying. It's to learn the techniques of God. Follow the style of God. It has happened twice in America. There's a guy that taught Malcolm X that changed the whole world. He used Islam to conquer black people. But you know what he did? It was not the Islam that was working. He was able to form a union of black people, growing the lives of black people, creating businesses with the money of these people, and making their life better. He had the biggest followers. And I'm asking them, the redeemed man, and the man is, why are you not doing that? The essence of having a church is to use it to build lives. A church is not to go to heaven. It's to repair lives on earth. A church is for the service of man and the service of God. You deceive the people by saying you should come and serve God. The God they will not see. No, use the church to serve man. When you serve man, you have served God. God doesn't want anything from us. God does not eat. God does not need anything from us. All God wants is when you feed your man, you feed God. Because God is tired of people crying to him. So when you actually feed one, you fed God. And you are telling me if you get to serve God, hey, that man that other boy now, what did they call his name? He don't start this morning. What did he name now? When I go home every day, now they wake me up these days. You know, say when you get anybody when they follow Pastor Jerry, now I go wake you up. Jerry, tell these children, people you are talking to, teach them how to be a service of mankind. I challenge anybody today. I challenge any pastor that you are deceiving us. Teach us how to serve mankind. And I have presented today how you can serve mankind. People have done it in the past. Look at the nation of Islam in the United States. They did not create that nation to serve God alone. They serve man. As you serve man, you are serving God. How can you serve God without man? The question I ask you in the church you're going, where is the service to man? Pastor Oyedipo, where is the service to man? We just celebrated your 70th birthday. The world we're clapping, giving you award. Because you tap on the gospel. You were fishers of men. You got these people. Did you use the fishers of men to rape men or to serve men? When God make you fishers of men, in return, God will want you to serve the men. And when you serve the men, you serve him. You don't serve God without serving men. How can you be so mean, collecting money from people for your own gratification, and you say you are serving God? You are not serving, because God will give you the weapon. Go, gather these people. Help them. Because the Bible said human beings are like sheep. They go astray when there's no shepherd to lead them together. That's why God now also come and will make you fishers of men. People are scattered. I don't like that my sheep are scattered. Help me to gather them. And when you gather them, you feed them. That's when you're serving him. Because God is angry that his word is scattered, that his men are hungry. The biggest frustration of God today is the suffering of mankind. Let me repeat. The biggest frustration for those of you who are Christian, his biggest frustration is the suffering of mankind. God is sad that a single man is sad, is angry, is suffering. That a man cannot eat. You are starving God. A man that is hungry, God is hungry. When you feed that man, you feed God. How do you feed a man? I say it again and again. Go and read the story of the Israel. They were there. God said, go and take my children from there. Take them from bondage. I look at those stories as a metaphor. for us to live. Take the children of Israel out of the bondage. Let's read the papers, man. I pray we don't procrastinate. And we're going to pray for Nigeria today. That Nigeria will stop procrastinating. That young people will stop procrastinating. That we will stop procrastinating. That whatever the government is doing, we're going to help the government. I use the two words, though. We're going to help them to succeed. And we'll also fight them so that they don't mislead us. They don't. When we say mislead, we know what it means. So that they don't mismanage our resources. Anytime Tinubu use money in the wrong way, ask him. Any man, anytime you're a man of God, use money. The money is not his money. The money in the church. Now, pastor, get her. Make her come now. Shebi Isema could give the money to God. Money when we put together, then now you get her. Why you they buy aircraft will not get? My friend, stop fooling me. Preacher man, don't tell me. Heaven is under the earth. Tell the man how he go take feed. Give him food. Make him to get up and walk. The man can actually work and bring more money to you. Why are you so stupid? Do you know that what I said now, Mary? If the Redeemed Church will start to build lives, they will make more money and they will become president. The man will be president tomorrow. You don't need to force people. You build the economic life of your people, not the spiritual life alone. What is spiritual life without economic? You're gonna make me joke.
Well, is it not still with the same people that said the men of God, the pastors, the priests should leave political matter and focus on church?
Who said, Mary? Who says so? God appointed men to lead men, and he said the one now from God.
I know that sometimes he can be biased. Like the time that Mbaka came out, right? So actually delve into political matters. They came for him. In fact, I think they had to even tell him to leave the place he was doing his adoration. That if you're a man of God, focus on church and leave politicians alone, leave political matters alone. The truth is, if men of God start talking about politicians,
Mary, you don't talk about it. You don't talk about it. You do it, Mary. You do it. You have what Tinubu have. You have it. Tinubu have 200 and something million people. How many people do you have in your church? You are both fishers of men. Tinubu raise money. You raise money. Tinubu is accountable to the people. You are accountable to the people, not to God. You have deceived me. Do your own part to build your people's life. I said it on this show today that we should build our life as Urobo people. I said it. I'm not talking of government alone. I'm not talking of church alone. You come into a gathering of people, you put the people together, and at the end of the day, at the end of the year, they only come and dance. You think I'll come there? I don't go to where people just dance. I said to my union, my Urobo union, if we turn the Urobo union into a place where lives are being built, I will be there. I'll be working for free to help build lives, not to go and celebrate. Hey, you know what we do? Mona Noves. I know every nation. All of you talking now. I'm not talking. I'm using my people as an example. If Johanese, I've never touched one life. Quote me. So I'm not a good man. Ohanese, as powerful as Ohanese would have been, they've never touched a life. Because it's only a place where they talk politics, where they put people to go and look for money. Where the money is with you. Now bring Mary back. Mary, what I talk about today is not only Urobo, it's not only the church. Ohanese, the Arewa, the so-called Afeniferi, go and build life. You don't need to, you have men you're following. What are you doing?
They're talking about separation. They are living, that's sometimes I see misplaced priority. You live what you're supposed to do. Okay, I'm talking about separation to do what when you separate.
Mary, thank you, my daughter. Have they done their own part? You know what I asked?
Are you leaving to the Biafra land to do what? That you have already gone and established in Lagos, other part of Nigeria, and you left the east. You left the east empty. You are going back to do what? What about your investment?
I said Nigeria to leave. They are fighting Kano. They are fighting Kano, putting Kano in prison. If me, I would defeat Kano with ideology. I will ask Kano, of all the money you could gather, can't you build the east?
The only thing I know that they are doing wrong is leaving him in the prison will not be the solution.
No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. That's the part. I will ask Kano today.
And say this is
Thank
what they
you, my
want. They
daughter.
don't want separation. Because if Biafra should go, every other party want to separate as well.
So be it. I don't even mind, Mary. But question is why we've been forcing people together. But the question I ask Kano, do you need to have a Nigeria to build the East? You don't have Biafra state to build the East. Who stopped you from building the East now? Who stopped you? What freedom are you fighting for your people? Free them economically. Free your people economically, and the freedom is there. You see what I'm saying, Mary? The church can free our people economically. They don't need to do any other thing. We can free our people today. The church can free our people. The Afeniferi, the Robo Progress Union, the Shekiri Union, the Benin Union, you can free your people today. Come up with an initiative. An economic initiative that will build their lives. Don't preach me. Peter, don't teach me nonsense. You see, I want to be president. What have you started with? What have you done? Even what idea do you have? Say you've not been able to do one. Show me one. Maybe a man that cannot think of it that I want to run Nigeria, and you cannot set up a cooperative that changed 3 lives. You're talking want to build Nigeria. Where you building Nigeria to? You are one of those people. You are like Tinubu. They will offer us nothing. Mary, it hurts me deeply. And I am making instances today. Go and look at the story of the Nation of Islam. That's what I brought Malcolm S. The one you guys so celebrate. He came to Nigeria. Oyedipo, go and look at what that Muhammad did. Mary, if you see what the guy did using Islam in the United States to shape black people's life, he was only successful because he was building lives. They were not even collecting money like this, but they had the newspapers which they were publishing. They have the restaurants. They have the place where you wash your clothes. Everybody go and wash clothes. So there was this business he was able to set up. Unfortunately, they use the money for themselves most of the time. You understand? These religious people. Otherwise, if Oyedipo, we now set up a school. Now he set up a school. Look at the cost. Oyedipo could have a bank, the Redeem Bank. A bank that gives loan to its people and make more money. In the process, empowering the people. Where is the Redeem farm? Will it be so bad if Redeem have a farm and begin to make food and sell? We didn't say give it free. I don't believe in free food. Then these people will be productive. They will not just be coming to church on Sunday to dance and praise God and talk nonsense. You're procrastinating. My daughter used the right word. Maybe let me read the papers. Or maybe we'll go on break, come back. It's too hot in the studio. Today, they make me verse. Now, God say, make us speak with you, I talk, will not be me. When it come my mouth like this, I will talk. If I talk with you, not good, Mukuna, forgive me. But I cannot say this and celebrate it. We can do better as a people. Let's go on a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the papers. We've not read the papers for some time. It's not good. This is newspaper review. All right? Don't go away. Stay with us.
Find your sanctuary in the heart of the city. Live the life you deserve in an exquisite apartment. Srtv Luxury Shortlet Apartment, Lagos, is a place where your comfort is rest assured. Welcome to Srtv Shortlet Apartment, part of the prestigious Srtv Real Estate family. Why choose us? Prime location, nestled in the heart of Lagos, close to key attractions, business hubs, and vibrant nightlife. Modern interiors, fully furnished, stylish apartments designed to provide the ultimate comfort. Luxury redefined, vacation perfected. 24/7 security. Enjoy peace of mind with round-the-clock security and CCTV surveillance. Top-notch amenities, high-speed Wi-Fi, smart TV, air conditioning, fully equipped kitchen, and lots more. Perfect for business travelers, family vacations, romantic getaways, special events, and more. Book your stay today and experience Lagos like never before. Call +234 8143 582856 or +447 4388 or email us at realestate@superiorradiotelevision.com. SRTV Chocolate Apartment, where comfort meets luxury.
Hello, you're welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. This is Wake Up Nigeria with myself, Daddy Chris, from SRTV studio in London, and there's Mary, Sparkling Mary from SRTV Abuja. We've been looking at the social political challenges in the country. I have a professor who's going to join me this morning to help me look at this issue and look at the story of the Nigerian state, which 90% I disagree with. And I think our problem can be solved through a social political restructuring of our mind, of our institution, of our organization, of our tribes, of our nation. That's my argument. But let's take a look at the papers. Mary, I hope the message is clear, and then so that when we read the papers, we can always come back to this. But let's look at the papers. We've not done that for some time.
Okay. I think we start with the Punch.
All right.
The big story on the Punch. Local government autonomy. Governors in fresh move to delay implementation. And the rider says local governments plans to get October allocation from federation accounts as nudge. Others urge enforcement on page 2 of the Punch newspaper. Moving forward, federal government stops VAT on diesel, cooking gas.
So these our governors, they don't want to put their hand come off for this local government money.
It's obvious that that is what you know. or what we don't know is bigger than
I
us.
don't understand this.
You're not gaining. Why are you dragging?
You know why I said we the ordinary civilians, we are talking shop. We only procrastinate. We can see this now. At least the president have done something for us. He has made it clear that the money that need to go to the local government need to go to them so that development can get to you. What are you doing about it? Young people, that confirm that you guys going to have. Remember this. That this is the only people that will say to governor, shut up. Not Tinubu anymore. You see what it make me vex for Labour? Labour is not fit for purpose. They should close it.
I'm not hearing a voice again. What's that?
No, man. What I want is, maybe you know what I was trying to get? That this body of young people that Tinubu is going to constitute to fight himself will become the new Labour movement that will fight for the people, fight for the wage of the people, fight for the welfare of Nigeria, but more importantly, grow the Nigerian economy. They're not going to demand. They're going to contribute. You see, you don't just demand. You contribute. Young people can grow the economy. And that's what they're going to do. I will address them when they set it up. Because only that body can change Nigeria. They would have said to governors, we're doing it today. A communique from the young people is enough. A simple communique to the local government, to all the local government, to all the governors, to the house, and to the judiciary, and to the presidency, that the money going to the local government must be paid to them today. Only one statement is enough. The country will stand still. Because they are talking as we, the young people. When they put their signature on anything, you go run. You go sit up. You see why I said that this body will become the one that will work for the government, and work against the government when need be. Labour is not doing it. Nigeria need one. Not a talking shop. Labour is a talking shop. I hope that this confab will bring out that savior.
Which
confab? The Moses we're waiting for. Let's go. And it's the young people now.
I was serious about the confab.
They better be, I think Tinubu not go lie to hear. If he hear from me, he not go set them up. I swear. Because now the people will go lead to their downfall of the rich. Because Nigeria, the gap between the rich and the poor is unacceptable. These young people will address that. Not by fighting, no. They're going to make us have our own money so we can think well for ourselves. My daughter, read down the papers. God bless you.
Okay. PDP crisis. Oyinlola peace panel begins sitting Monday on page 10. NNPCL was to shut down delays petrol supply. This coming from marketers on page 24. Local government poll. INEC withholds register as Fubara Wiki's camp clash on page 18. We also have a story here that says custom intercepts 682 million cannabis indica at
Now, so now they smoking go for that place. Very.
court hears Barbican FBN 5.4 billion naira shares dispute October 21 on page 23. 25 killed in Niger boats crash on
In
page
fact,
4.
that thing is so shameful. In fact, it's still the same thing that happened to Junior Pope.
They
And we're
buried
saying,
like
eh?
16. I think they buried like 16. They are yet to discover some bodies. It's really
Oh
a
my
sad
God.
one. So we have our national honors. House not inferior to Senate. Reps tells federal government.
Exactly. You know,
These are all the stories we have on the punch this morning.
and they have reason to say so. You see, we only need one house. We don't need the Senate. What are we doing with House of Representatives and House of Senate? Again, that's why a traditional came come here and said the cost of governance in Nigeria is rubbish. It's too much. What are we doing with Senate? What are the Senate doing that the House of Rep cannot do? I don't understand these politics. I don't understand this. Nigeria just copy rubbish. And they don't copy the good part. America practicing true federalism. If they do this, it doesn't even affect them. You spend this humongous amount of money on the House of Rep and another one on the Senate. The president just conferred a very beautiful title on the Senate president. For what? Akpabio? On 4 people. Baba, you know, sir, I don't get respect for you. Why? We are age mate to Akpabio. Don't forget, see my, I not be picky. So, when you do things, prosperity will judge you. You have this opportunity to serve your own people. And look at it. Your own job now, thank God. You don't have excuse. That's why eyes are on you. Eyes are not on the pastors who are still making money from the same people. But at least this money is not your money, it's our money. The young people will get up. They will revolt against us. Yeah, do what God will bless them. Yeah, do what we say. These children will revolt against us. They will. And this confirm now be the beginning. They thought they're going to set it up again. You know when you set up your own coffin? When you go saw wood, you don't know say the wood now they go to bury you. Now be this one. Because this thing, they will set up young people up properly, and then you go see one radical kids go no say yes, it's time to put Nigeria in the right direction. You go listen to idiots like me, they go begin think well. Now we can shape our country. It's not rocket science. That's what this guy taught me on this show. Dr. Emmanuel. He said to solve the problem of Nigerian state, it's not rocket science. Mary, I said this and I challenge anybody talking today. Make we do the right thing. Only 6 months, Nigeria will change. Let us begin to work for the people, not for ourselves. The pastor should work for his people because the money they put it together is not your money, sir. Use it to build lives. Let Ohanese begin to build life. Let Kurobo, UP Union begin to build life. Let the Edo Union begin to build their own lives. Work for the people. Economically, do not become a talking shop. When you do things that people cannot get food on the table, then you are a talking shop. Let everything you do be an art to enrich your own people. And God will bless you because that's when you feed God. And that nation will continue to grow, whether you like it or not. It's a blessing, no? When you've set up a union and that union is enriching lives, God will continue to bless that union. It's not rocket science, and it is spiritual. That if I set up a church and that church begin to bless the people in the church, nobody is why when they play, so you'll be surprised that you have a congregation of 1 million people. Imagine if you made the 1 million people to go and farm, they become your own friends, and they are farming in 6 months. Think how much that church will get. How much they will pay as tithe, if that is it. I'll call it tax, not tithe, really. Call it tax. So the tax is for every one of us. So they know that the money they are bringing back to the church is going to help their life again. They will give you more. They will not even give 10%, they will give 50%. Mary, if the people know the money they are dropping inside the church will be going back to build their own life, they will give you 50% of their offering, of their money. They will not give only 10. So this is your 10% tithe. You are fighting and crying, you will get more. You see, the Bible said it's not me. It compared the kingdom of God to a man, a rich man that gave simple things to his people and said, go and do something with it. Some didn't do anything with it. God wants you to enrich the world. Kai, he said, go here and multiply. How are you going to multiply? Nobody God talk.
That's true.
He said, make you multiply by only making children. Human being has indeed multiplied. Look at the houses. God did not create a house when he created this world. Now we create this house when they stay so. So we have indeed multiplied. That is the will of God. Don't tell the man that the will of God is going to go to heaven. Are you insane? The will of God, the reason he asked you to go and put them together is for them to have to rebuild the world for him, because we go so die come out. At the end of the day, the world belongs to God. Anything you build on earth, you go die come out. Who gets them at the end? Now God. God will give them to whoever he wants. People don't get sense. Only God owns this world. The thing you own now, by the time you own them, even wife when you get, the day you die, now another person they take body, they touch your neck. You don't go.
Daddy Chris.
You're not alive before.
Let me hear you on this show. Daddy Chris, well done. How will you say the day? So if
maybe
in
that day somebody they I am. So in fact, I want
on that day. Hey.
Maybe that day they start, they will give us more money. Madam, take this money, take and manage. Take out the children. Then they buy a house. So
you don't go to where somebody died, right? And you start giving money on that day. Like I don't understand who does that.
Maybe they give the woman money that day. Maybe they take out the children. Of the children eating, mother take this one, go eat first. You know what they look for. Your wife, neither they talk so. You don't go, okay? It is say you get this word. They drag them. What God wants you to do is make this word rich for him. And that is when we feed the word, we feed God. When you build, in fact, when you can create something, if you can create light, you don't do what God wants. Because God wants this world not to be lit up. He doesn't want the world to be in darkness. So those of you working in the electricity sector, when you put light on earth, you are pleasing God. Because God said at the beginning, let there be light. He's not going to bring, he has got only one above. It's not enough. Oh. God knows that we're going to add more to it. That's why I say, go ye and multiply. I always say to women, Mona Bono, when God say make we multiply. If I say, hey, I never put begin for this word, God give you that right. Now I make a woman give you all the thing where you go take give her. Say no one give picking. Now you know. Maybe more read the other paper. But this now governors. We go find when we answer them. The girl also that the Christ not fit up to them. But I pray. You know, say what my people say. It depends when they pursue you for you good. You when they pursue God, you don't say God don't do well for you, Abi. So as soon as they pursue us, we not get power to fight tonight. God go raise somebody when go fight tonight. And now go raise now the person by yourself. And that's why the confab is the one. This new confab when the people announce. Now be the one when they go use they fight themselves in the name of Jesus. I mean, I'm sorry, I talk I mean.
Maybe.
Big guy not tired for
Let's
me.
see the daily
They have
trust.
already the other man.
Let's go
Yeah.
together.
Very not tired for this old man. Oh. Very no. What time you go say you not to come this show? Yeah, let's do the other paper here.
The big story on the daily trust.
All right.
Okay.
Daily Trust.
Yeah, daily trust.
Okay. That's
So we
it.
have 16 buried, 150 still missing after Niger boat missile. And the rider says ferry conveying 300 malnourished celebrants. Rescue operation still ongoing. 182 lives lost in 3 years. And this story is on page 4 of the Daily Trust.
Mario, now the boat when we see the use be this in the 21st century. This kind of canoe, now we tell the carry people.
Did they see new one? Even in Lagos, this is the type now. In Lagos, there are some places that if you want to, you know that there are communities you want to go to in Lagos, they must pass through water. Then I wonder, how do these people live? Like their children going to school, they use this canoe to come out, right? People that want to go to the market to buy something. I was like, if I'm living in this kind of place, I'll need to own my own provision shop. In fact, I make sure I don't pass that water every day because I'm not the kind of person that likes going through that process. Like every day, you meet some students going to school every day pass through this canoe. Oh my God, I don't understand. That's their own means of transportation, and they come out to dry land after school hour. They enter back and go. Like that is the normal life. They are not used to this kind of big water. Anyway, thank God though. I just thank God for my life.
Thank God you don't have I agree.
I can't go to the crease. I won't be able to.
No. In fact, Princess brought a lady to the show. That girl, they live in the riverine area in Lagos. So if they tell you the kind of school, and that girl had devoted her life to run an NGO helping young children to go to school. She is less than 32 years old. Mary, I was so much in love with her.
I think maybe because they grew up in such place, they're used to it. Because I just imagine, I can't. I'm not sure I can even get used to that kind of thing. Like I have to pass through water, like in my day-to-day life, the normal routine to go get something and come back. I want to understand, is it because the houses there are cheaper or what? Why should I live in a place that if I want to come out, I need to use canoe and come out? Hey, God. I don't want to shout this morning. Let's see other stories.
Go on, my daughter.
Constitution review. Article proposes rotational presidency. And we have
you see, now when they are the arts article, you see the ideas of our politicians, they don't talk about rotational economic building. No, Mary, article not go build lives in the amount of money article have, the amount of influence article have. If Adamawa State is still what it is, article is a cost to the people of Adamawa first. Can I repeat that? With the resources you have, with the contact you have, with the power you have, and Adamawa is still what it is. You are a cost to the people. And Nigeria is going to fight for this kind of man to be president. I ask Atiku, what have you done to build life economically? Don't speak grammar. All you can do is Atiku people in Adamawa now to put them for army. Put them for this. That is how they build life. It's about fighting for stupidity that is not there. That land is rich. Atiku, what have you done to cultivate your own land? Question me, no. What have you done? We need to ask intelligent questions, not political questions. Simple questions. Atiku, how many people have you lifted out of poverty? Through your scheme. Not I give you cash. We don't want to hear I give the man cash. What have you established as a leader that is building life? Because if you had established it with only 1 billion, that 1 billion will continue to reproduce. See what I'm saying? It's even stupid to dash money. If Atiku has set up a scheme in Adamawa State of an agricultural scheme of 1 billion, only empowering only 10 people, that thing will begin to reproduce into more. You don't need to give people cash. I say to people in diaspora, you don't need cash. I always say to them, oh, I the same money go Nigeria every day. I say, you're a stupid man now. What you need to do is to set up things with your family that will continue to reproduce money. In Jesus' name, you don't need to give them money. They are not your servant. They are not your slaves. They don't need your money. They need your establishment. Can I say that again? Until you begin to become a true leader, you are a decreased enemy. And God hates you. Not this. You're not doing the will of God. Maybe let's go. Because they see Israel and Iran war is coming in the 21st century. I don't want to talk about this agreement.
Federal government sanction officials making policies that ruin businesses. On page 126, we have Governor Lawal's allegation against Matawale despite onslaught on bandits, unappropriate on page 9 of the Daily Trust. So we have Iran-Israel war. Federal government moves to evacuate Nigerians in Lebanon on page 4.
Oh, that one go good though. At least government don't do their job this time. They're moving Nigerians out of Lebanon.
Is it to
Really, can you see the uncivilized people in the world? You know what Kofi Annan described these people? Kofi Annan, the former UN Secretary General, he said the Israelis and the Palestinians, they lack the civilized code of conduct. And I completely agree. If you ask these people, what are they killing themselves for? The land where they talk will not reach anything. What are they killing themselves for?
I don't even know what they are dragging because the thing is now out of hand.
And they are children of, they say they're children of Abraham. Those of us, they want to drag me, I'm a Christian, I should go and fight a Muslim. You are a Muslim, they ask you to go and kill a Christian. You will not be the same papa, the same mama. You are fool. Your father will be dying crying. Abraham is crying wherever he is. To see his children killing one another. Over what? What are they dragging for God's sake? And they say they are more civilized than Africans. That's a lie. We are a primitive set of people. They are more primitive than Africans. Give me, what is the wisdom in people killing themselves on a daily basis? Children of the same father. No, they have something to say, the other one to listen to. I never seen this kind of thing before. I don't even want to spend my time talking about them because they have their own problem. Africa, we get our own. Make us solve our own first. We get enough problem. We don't have food to eat. They have enough to eat. That's why they have enough to kill themselves. Even though somebody waking up in the morning and my job is to create ammunition to defend what? Defend what? Against your brother. You want to wipe the whole of Israel, or Israel want to wipe the whole of Iran, kill the whole Palestinian? Clap for yourself. Where they go? Let's go.
Okay, we have a 10 killed in Lagos road accident on page 5. Reps reject CFR national honor for speaker, demand GCOA. We have Kebbi governor donates SUVs to emirs on page 4. These are all the stories we have on the Daily Trust.
Where did I donate SUVs?
They have money, oh. You be here thinking there's no money. These people have money. Aye.
And that's how the ordinary Nigerians think, you know. They are broke ass. But there's enough money to build the land. There's enough money to cultivate the land. The money the states are getting is enough for them to cultivate their land if they want to do so. You see the new governor-elect of Edo State, if they walk around the APC governor, they take photo. Instead of they walk out to the communities when they vote them in, make a talk, una don't start. Maybe the newly elected governor on my Facebook today. Now he did with I saw yesterday now. He did with that una Imo State governor. Best of the same feather. He they go talk. He never told the people when vote for him. He never go say thank you to the same people when he vote for him. Who that man won't work for? Now you. I mean, the people when help him with the money. This way you know your heart goes to those that work for you. This is an example of when we say, let our vote count. These people are the people that gave him the money to win election. He's going on a tour. I don't buy market. He's touring those people that help him to win election. I talk him. If now we win election, if now you vote for and we win, if I come see you now first before I go see them, Uzodima and Governor of Lagos State, Mona let me not talk. And they talk. If I'm talking, somebody will be talking. As I ask, I'm supposed to just say I get age, I get authority. Who are you? I'm not a child. If I can't talk now, who's going to talk? Let's go, my daughter.
Okay, are we still to read another one?
Yes, let's take. I've not seen Guardian for years. I'm not going to see Guardian now because I see Tinubu they jet off to the UK. I better come to Guardian. Maybe we'll take this one. Maybe we'll take this one step down. Maybe we'll close the show. The show shouldn't be more than 1 hour. Yeah.
Okay. The big story on the Guardian, we have Tinubu jet off to UK amid lobbying for cabinet slots on page 6.
You see,
So we have
you know, tomorrow, let us, you and I, let's go and do research. Why is Tinubu so powerful?
and
Right.
because you can't get answer to that research. I mean, if you want to know
why is the governor so powerful? No, maybe what the governor have, maybe we have it and we don't know. The mystery of being in government and all of it. So when you become a governor, you become so powerful.
Is there any money that is being shared to you? Are they sharing any money to you?
They don't.
Okay.
Why are they so powerful? Why are they so important? This is a question you and I need to ask. Maybe we have the power more than them. And maybe we just see Tinubu now they jet off. If the whole world is shake. Because when they look for appointment. But maybe you don't even need that appointment self. We need to address this problem from the simplest form, from the simplest angle. Hopefully we'll begin to stand up for ourselves. Why are they so powerful? Let's go, Mary. Let's read this paper. Finish it, then we'll sleep. Go and rest.
Okay, we have ICPC recovers over 13 billion diverted from government's coffers in 1 month on page 3. WT, the operators hails federal government seek increase in exemption ceiling due to devaluation on page 6. Moving forward, we have Ondo Gubapo youth storm INEC office demanding redeployment or break on page 5. Confusion over Rivers local government polls as RED denies releasing 2023 voters register to RCIEC on page 3. Reps demand GCON for Abba, say speaker above CGN on page 3. Senate rejects private investigators bill amid fears on page 4.
I mean, who are this set of English well-dressed human beings on this
NPA Africa Vice President and country head Nigeria, Memisola Abudu, award-winning Afrobeat singer Patoranking. Let me see. It's Patoranking. Okay, Patoranking is there. Yeah, it's in the picture.
Anyway, maybe let's allow them to finish the business of the day. Let's close the business of the day with a smile. We're here. We've done what we have to do. Hopefully Nigerians have seen the little bit of the message we try to pass across. Yes, we are living in a country. We're living in a nation that is very rich. So, like Fidel Castro said, we are poor people living in a rich nation. We are intellectuals that are hungry. It does not add up. We need to go back to the drawing board and ask ourselves the true question. The true question, is it division of the country? In my book, it's no. Is division Christianity and Islam? No. But all these ones could be solution to the problem, but that is not. Dividing the country economically so that every sector begin to make money for the country, maybe. By the time they are ferry, so stop talking about how to break away and begin to build their own lives. Maybe we'll be moving in the right direction. By the time the Ohanese focus on building the Igbo, the Southeast, maybe that is when we have a nation. By the time the Yoruba Progress Union begin to build the Yoruba nation, life, not the land, the life, that is when we have a nation. So the essence of this division you people are trying to have, define it so that we can understand you. It's not right for us to be rich people and living in a poor nation, or to be poor people living in a rich nation. It doesn't add up. I always ask my friends who I say they are intellectuals, how can you be intelligent and poor? Nigeria is intelligent and poor. Why are we poor? Maybe we'll go back to the Bible. And I take from the Bible today that God said, follow me and I'll make you fishers of men. What does God really want? Why does God want you to go and fish men? What did he say you should do for the fish in turn? The men, what is your responsibility to the men? Because the moment you fish men, you are rich. What is your return? We've seen it from history until today that when you fish men and you put men to good use, God will bless the union. That's why God said, go and find a wife. If you find a wife, you find a good thing. There's a union. You fish a man, you fish a woman. Let's take that on, and because the result to God is you're going to multiply. That's why God wants it. He that finds a wife finds a good thing and obtain favor in the sight of God. In the sight of God, a union has been created. That union will reproduce. Because God is not coming to this world to reproduce this world again. That union will what? Give birth to more people. You are multiplying the earth. That's what God said. Go ye and multiply. That's why when you find a wife, you find a good thing and God will bless you. So when God said, go and form a church, it means when you form the church, you're going to bless these people. You're going to make them productive and God will bless you all. Like I said, pastors, if you make your people, if you make them, all of them to contribute economically, if you build their life economically, they will give you 50%. Some of them don't have now. But if you do what I say, they will make ₦1 million. And if you have 2 million, 10 million people, and all of them make within a short period of time 2 million, and they give you 50, 100%. What is that gathering? That's bigger than Nigeria. So I'm saying we can solve the problem of the Nigerian state by we following the Bible and growing better as a people. Many tell Nigerians what you have to say. We're already 64 years old. People like us don't get goatee. We will never reach 64. Nigeria don't pass 64. So we don't, if Nigeria and a man, all here for the white, all here for the white, even the bottom, everything for not the white. So now old people. Now Nigeria be now.
Let's not just say we are Nigerians. I think this time around, just like what I say, we can actually work towards bettering the country on our own.
Yes.
In unity.
Thank you. On our own, Mary. The language is on our own. You understand?
Yes.
On our own.
Because staying back and waiting for miracles from this government, we do no good. It means every year to be a repetition of same complaints and nothing will be done. But I feel like with unity, we can actually work together and see how to better the situation of Nigeria.
Well, I'll be doing a show, hopefully tomorrow, on the new governor-elect of Edo State. And what I'll be looking at is, who is he loyal to? Is he loyal to those that voted him in office? Or is voting for those that made him get to the office? There are two different things. We get problem. Did they don't buy market or don't achieve a great thing? Because when God wants to bless people, he will give them a good leader. If God won't leave you astray, he will leave you, make you select your own leader. Remember in the Bible, there was never a time that the children of Israel didn't have a leader, but not the one when God give them. They suffer. But when God give you your leader, go see good thing. But we pray, may God help us to give us the wisdom. Because God no come down again, now we dey select am now. As we dey select, make we select good thing, or else it will become a cost to us. Well, that's where we end the show today, Mary. Thank you very much for wasting the time with me, and I hope we had a great time in the studio today, and people that watched us will also. The good thing about what we're doing, Mary, is that it's there and it will remain there for a very long time.
Remember, I hear that I'll not be grandmother according to the Christmas.
You come and watch. When you're not grandmother, you come and see me. Maybe that I don't go, Mary.
Remember this man. During your young age,
Mary, you will tell her, say, that time, you will remember all the bad thing that the police do to you. You will say, this man, you see, that's why I'm careful. Because the time will come, Mary, you will look at this image and say, see, what did this man do? That time, you understand? And you see, I will no more be there. You understand? And then my soul will be suffering, my spirit will be suffering. Because if I'm dead physically, my soul and my spirit will still be there. The only thing my spirit will need that time will be praise. Will be thank you. I'm grateful to that man. If I don't get it, I'll be starving. And that's why it is important that we use today well. I use this to every single one of you. We're all going to leave this world very soon. And when we go, what will we be remembered from? Thank you very much, guys, for joining me. My name is Daddy Chris, and this is Mary from Srtv Abuja. We say goodbye. We're signing out. Stay blessed, and God bless you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Bye for now.
Looking for a home away from home in Abuja? Look no further than Srtv Shortlet Apartments. Our fully furnished apartments offers everything you need for a comfortable and relaxing stay. Unwind in spacious rooms with exquisite ambience. Cook delicious meals in our well-equipped kitchen and relax in our comfortable sitting rooms watching your favorite shows. And guess what? 247 Wi-Fi available. But that's not all. Srtv goes extra mile by providing a car to take you around town during your stay. No need to worry about navigating public transportation or hailing taxis. Explore Abuja at your own pace. Book your Srtv Shortlet apartment today and experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. You can reach us by calling this number 070-6237-9915 or 080-708.
Find your sanctuary in the heart of the city. Live the life you deserve in an exquisite apartment. Srtv Luxury Shortlet Apartment, Lagos, is a place where your comfort is rest assured. Welcome to Srtv Shortlet Apartment, part of the prestigious Srtv Real Estate family. Why choose us?
Srtv.